What's good, y'all? Oh, I'm laughing because I had to abort mission. I went live and I was live for like 5 minutes. Audio was messed up. I think it's good now. I was trying to get it to come through my phone, but regardless, welcome to the stream, y'all. Appreciate y'all for coming in. I We're gonna start with a little Bible study in the Proverbs 4. Sweet, sweet. Thank you, Dad. Thank you. We're going to start with Proverbs 4 and then get into uh, I wanted to talk about Proverbs 4. There was a couple verses in there that really like impacted me pretty big this past week, and I wanted to share that with y'all. And then we're going to actually build this Lego set. I don't know if we'll finish it. I already did build a little bit of it. And that's actually why I wanted to do this. When I was building it with my son, this past week, kind of had like a breakthrough moment where I don't know, there was just some stuff that I wanted to talk about. So let's get into it without further ado. Hey, now that y'all can hear me, you know what I mean? Now that y'all can hear me, we're good. I wish y'all could see the setup. This is literally a laundry basket. Hey, and then y'all are on a laundry basket. I've been doing it on my phone, like just straight up on my phone live streaming. But now I'm on my MacBook, and you're supposed to be able to do like continuity camera, but it doesn't work very well with like third party browsers and stuff, which YouTube would be that. And that's why I had to end that last live stream. It was supposed to be coming through my phone, and evidently it was not. So I mean, I can see the green dots down here that says the audio is working. Hopefully, let's see if it gets better the closer I get. I'm sure it does. But hey, man, hey, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to go with what we got. Let me pull up my notes. I got a few notes just to kind of look over as we do this thing. All right, Proverbs 4. Let's go. Let's get into it. Just a little bit of a study, you know. Let me see this. All right, sweet. All right, verse 4 or chapter 4, verse 1, right from the top. It says, "Listen, my sons, to a father's instruction. Pay attention and gain understanding. I give you sound learning, so do not forsake my teaching. For I too was a son to my father, still tender and cherished by my mother." I'm laughing because my dad's in here, and he said that to me a lot growing up. But anyways, uh, then he taught me, and he said to me, "Take hold of my words with all your heart. Keep my commands, and you will live. Get wisdom, get understanding. Do not forget my words or turn away from them. Do not forsake wisdom, and she will protect you." Which I love how in the like in this chapter and really all of Proverbs, it seems like it always personifies wisdom or something. It personifies wisdom or peace or whatever it is. It always personifies that. Which I don't know. I didn't really think about it all this past week, but maybe there is some significance to that more than what the surface level is given here, you know. Um, but anyways, uh, and she will watch over you. Verse 7: the beginning of wisdom is this: get wisdom, though it cost all you have. Get understanding. Cherish her, and she will exalt you. Excuse me. Embrace her, and she will honor you. She will give you a garland to grace your head, which is actually the first spot I had some decent notes on. I just thought it was interesting that they said the beginning of wisdom is this: get wisdom, which kind of seems like, well, yeah, no shit. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, the beginning of wisdom, get wisdom. It seems like someone's pulling your leg, giving you that kind of advice. So I dug into it a little bit more. These are the notes I have on it. So from verses 7 to 9 is kind of what I dug into. I put, it will cost all you have to get understanding. It's gonna take effort, which is like I said, this is a breakdown from 7 to 9. Lift wisdom up, and it will do the same for you. Hold on to her tightly, and she will bless you. She will make you stand out to others. Okay, so let me kind of gather my thoughts on that. The beginning of wisdom is this: get wisdom, though it costs all you have, get understanding. And then back to here, it will cost all you have to get understanding. It's going to take effort. All right, that's what I was saying. So it's going to cost all you have to get understanding, is what it says in verse 7. Though it cost all you have, get understanding, which is literally just saying it's going to take effort. It's not going to be easy for you to get wisdom. And look, some people learn the hard way. I tend to learn the hard way. I have to bump my head, and usually bump my head like multiple times to get the wisdom, to get the friggin', for it to get through to me, like, hey, pay attention, like something's going on here. You might want to learn how to not bump your head in the same spot every daggone time. Hey, we got something. Wisdom, peace, and so on are embodied in Trinity, and finds its home and natural habitat is in us. I love that, and so that's awesome. DBJ 1972. It says wisdom, peace, and so on are embodied in Trinity, and finds its home and natural habitat is in us. That's fire. That's pretty deep and a lot to chew on right there. What this guy's saying, and number one, it's my dad, but I agree wholeheartedly with that. That wisdom and peace, a lot of time we talk about in just the world, is something that's external from us, something that we have to go search out and find and grab. But so much of, dude, and that's like, that's revealing a lot to me right here. Though it costs all you have, and if wisdom is, if its natural habitat is in us, then what we will find out is that that hard work and that cost is all you have. So let me rephrase this. If wisdom's natural habitat is in us, right, and it costs all you have to get understanding, meaning it costs all you have to get that wisdom and everything, then the work isn't going out and finding it. It's dying. It's letting the crap around you die off. You get what I'm saying? It's letting that old, not even old you. It's just the world version and the shell of you that you've taken on to fit in or whatever it may be. And the work that we have to do is letting that stuff go. And it's not easy. It's not easy to quit being afraid to get in front of the camera and press record. It's not easy to um, be slow to anger. It's not easy to be patient, but that's on the inside of us because that's its natural home, wisdom and peace. Which I mean is if God's on the inside of us, then all them things are on the inside of us as well. So love that, DBJ. Verse 8. Let's go back to my notes. I love how it said, "Hold on to her tightly, and she will bless you." Which so cherish her, and she will exalt you. Embrace her, and she will honor you. All right. And what I have in my notes here, the breakdown of what that's pretty much meaning, or not pretty much, the breakdown of what it's meaning is lift wisdom up, and it will do the same for you. Okay. All right. Cherish. All right. So this is verse 8. Cherish her, and she will exalt you. Embrace her, and she will honor you. Okay. Lift wisdom up, and it will do the same for you. Okay. Which is what's that saying? What that is saying right there. I'm getting so daggone excited I can't even speak over my words correctly. So cherish her is lifting her up. If you lift wisdom up, if you not put it on a pedestal, but you give it high esteem. You know what I mean? if you do that, it will do the same for you, which is craziness. So if you acknowledge wisdom and you say, "Hey, like wisdom is like really cool, man. It's like really good. It's like even better than gold." Because what happened to is it Solomon? I think it's King Solomon. I hope it is. But anyways, what happened to him? He was the wisest man to ever walk the earth. That's what it says in the Bible and everything. People was literally coming from everywhere and giving them all his possessions, like not just regular people, like kings and queens, was coming from everywhere, all around the known realm. I mean, it wasn't like Native Americans was coming over, but they was coming over and giving Solomon their prized possessions just to sit there and listen to dude talk. So evidently, wisdom is a hell of a lot more valuable than any possession that you may have. Okay, and if we exalt that and we understand that, and for us to understand that something is that valuable and pursue it, because if something's that valuable, what do we all do with money? We pursue it like we're a fucking bat out of hell. We try and get after it. And if we do that with wisdom, meaning we put it on the same pedestal that we do money, what are we going to do? We're going to go after it like a bat out of hell. And then it's saying if we do that for wisdom, it will do the same for us. So it's going to put us on a pedestal. We're valued at the same level as wisdom. Where it's going to chase after us just as much as we chase after it, which is a beautiful picture. The more you go after it, the more it chases you. It chases you just as much as you chase it. So if you're stupid, if you're ignorant, would be a better way to say it, maybe you're not going after it as diligently as you should be. But I really love that verse. That's verse 8. Cherish her and she will exalt you. Embrace her and she will honor you. And what that's saying is lift wisdom up and it will do the same for you. And then the next verse, verse 9, she will give you a garland to grace your head and present you with a glorious crown. All right. And that's saying, she will make you stand out to others. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Another portion of verse 8 is hold on to her tightly and she will bless you. All right. So we're lifting wisdom up and it will do the same for us. Right. And then hold on to her tightly and she will bless you. It's literally what? Embrace her and she will honor you. What that's meaning is hold on to her tightly and she will bless you. Like tightly. Like these words mean something, y'all. When you dig into it, it means stuff. And it's saying to hold on to wisdom tightly. Like freaking tightly. Like what you would do when you're in a tug of war match where you hold on to that rope with everything that you got. And if you do that, when you're doing something like that, it gives me the image of the lady in the Gospels that holds on to well, actually, a better picture would be Jacob. He wrestled with God, and he wouldn't let go until he was blessed. And that's a duality here. It's saying, hold on to her tightly, and she will bless you. How freaking what's the word? How big is your audacity? Like, which is kind of what it's saying. Hold on to her tightly, and she will bless you. How big is your audacity? Do you believe that you can? We're getting in the weeds here, but hey, man, hey, I can dig in there a little bit. Anyways, all right, let's move on to verse 9. This is for real, verse 9. All right, she will give you a garland to grace your head and present you with a glorious crown, which essentially is literally just meaning she will make you stand out to others, which is a beautiful picture. Man, I had one of the greatest compliments I've ever had in my life is I was actually a car salesman And I was walking out on the car lot to go talk to these people that was on the car lot. And this lady said, "You're a Christian, aren't you?" Hadn't even said a word to her. And I said, "Yes, ma'am, I am." And she said, "Yeah, you got a certain look about you, a glow about you." And yeah, I think that's what it's saying here in this verse, but I also think it like something that recently just happened to me. I got into the IBEW apprenticeship, which stands for the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. And I got into the apprenticeship for that. I got in the first time I applied, which unbeknownst to me, is like super rare. Like apparently that's like does not ever happen. And the, I feel like that's favor. Like I feel like that's favor over my life. And like literally it was so rare that literally everyone that I told when I got to work, because I'm working with all union guys, they was all like, "What? Well, who do you know in the hall? Like, who do you know that works?" And I was like, "Nobody." And they was like, "What?" And I was like, "Yeah." Like it just was normal to me. But it's because that wisdom and that favor, when you pursue this stuff and when you really go after God, and the more you go after it, the more He goes and chases after you. Look, I mean, I feel like that's just evidence, at least in my life. You don't got to try it. You don't got to try it. God help me. You don't got to do anything I'm talking about. I'd love to see you do it, but if you don't, I'm not going to cry over spilled milk or whatever the hell the saying is. Um, I'm just telling you, this is what works for me. You know what I'm saying? So, look, I'm going to catch up on some of this chat here. I have been grieving my old worldly self. I will do that until God helps me to celebrate. I am no longer that person. Amen, brother. And or sister, excuse me. It says the debrief reef. Look, and something that I would love to submit to you, man, or woman. I'm sorry. I'm always saying man. But anyways, what I would like to submit to you is that um you said that you're grieving your old worldly self. And I will do that until God helps me to celebrate. I am no longer that person. Uh, I'd like to submit to you that you were never that person. You were never that person. God died for us in our sins, or Jesus did. Excuse me. Same difference, right? Jesus died for us in our sins before any of us, surely, was born. But it was back cataloged and everything too. But that's neither here nor there. And He did it for everybody, by the way. Everybody, Christian or not. So the stuff that you're grieving, that old worldly self, don't make me cry. LOL. Very true. Just discovering who I was created to be. Amen. Amen. You're discovering who you truly are. It's the deeper you get into the Word, the deeper you get into Jesus. It's really just the more of who you are being revealed to you. We're created in His image and His likeness, right? Yeah. So all this other stuff that you are letting it die off of you 100%, but it's never who you were. It's just a mask that you put on over yourself. You know what I mean? And we all do it. I don't think there's anyone other than Jesus, no matter how perfect you are, that ever gets the mask fully eradicated at all times. You will have times in your life where, all right, I had like a good day. Maybe you live a full day fully as yourself. And you can know that. You know when you're fully being yourself. But I just really I feel like I needed to tell you that. Look, like you aren't grieving your old worldly self dying, or like, dude, you need to celebrate now because you've always been that person. And it's a big celebration, and it's this is why God celebrates when we come to Him and when we pursue and run after Him and when we figure these things out, is because He's leaving these nuggets in our life for us to see. Oh, look, they're starting to really figure out who they are. Like that's what he's saying to his angels and stuff. They're starting to really see who they are. And that reminds me of a revelation I got. If you're still here, there was the story in the Bible, which I'm not, my Bible knowledge isn't crazy, but the story in the Bible where the man heals the blind man, or Jesus heals the blind man, excuse me. And the first thing that he has him do is go to the after he puts the mud on his eyes, the first thing he has him do is go to the river of whatever the heck and wash that junk off, which can seem insensitive because blind people, they literally memorize routes, which this was completely outside of any route that he had ever walked. It was completely outside of any route that he had ever walked. So he was quite literally physically doing something that he had never done, but it's the first thing Jesus told him to do because, hey, this is who you are. You're not who you are. These same paths that you walk all the time, and the same route that you go, the same route in your mind that you go, the same thoughts that you choose to think. That's not who you are. But he told him to go to that river and then to wash that off. And then that's when he could see. Bro couldn't see the entire time. He sent him on a path where he had to do something differently than he had ever done. And that was not hard. Dude probably suffered. Dude probably stubbed his toe a few times, probably ran into some doors, probably bumped into some people, and those people got pissed off at him, like, hey, man, watch where you're walking. He had to do all that. And then the first thing that he's seen when he's washing this stuff gunk off his eyes is his reflection in the water. Now, what is another thing for or name for the Trinity or Jesus or Holy Spirit or whatever it is the living water, right? So the first thing that this guy sees is his reflection in this water. His the first thing he's seeing is who he is in the living water, in the reflection of the water, which is what I'm using this as an analogy here. He's seeing himself in Jesus because he's created in his image and likeness. We all are. So the first thing God had him do, walk across town, do a new thing, go suffer a little bit, and then you're gonna wash this you're gonna wash this gunk off you, and you're gonna see what I see in you. You're gonna see what you are in me. And what happens when you're fooling around with water? It creates all these ripples and all these breaks and all this stuff. And it isn't the perfect image. It isn't the perfect um, reflection of what water can be. But for this guy, it was. For this guy, it was. He's blind. This is the first thing this dude's ever seen. So I know I kind of got way off topic, but I just really felt led to tell you that. Look, uh you're that blind man right now, and don't let it be misconstrued in your head that oh, I did all this bad shit and bad stuff in the past, and I just can't believe it. No, like celebrate because, dude, you're who you are, and all that stuff don't matter anyways. You messed up, and you're gonna mess up today, and you're gonna mess up tomorrow too. It says the past from the previous chapters, the cycles were being broken. Then the water came to help him see himself. Amen. That's 100% right. The past. What DBJ is saying here in the last Bible study that we did, paths literally translates into cycles. Cycles. Hey man, don't get me going. Don't get me going, because that's good stuff. He literally had him walk a different path, a different route, made him break his cycle, start a new cycle in him. All right, you're going to start a new cycle because God gave us an equation in Genesis. It's be, do, and then have, I believe. Be is the prerequisite for Jesus before you do anything. Before you do anything, you're going to have to be different, which seems counterintuitive, I think is the word. But it seems counterproductive, I think is the word. You've got to be something. To be something, you have to believe something. And same vice versa. To believe something, you have to be it. Okay? So he sent him on a different path. You're going to go start a new cycle, break all these other cycles. You're going to be different. By definition, he was being different. He was also believing differently. Why would dude not just get a glass of water or get in a puddle or something and wash that junk off if he didn't, at some degree, at some level, really believe that he was about to see something? So you're gonna have to be something. You're gonna have to believe something differently, and then you're gonna do something. All right, you're gonna take the action because now I believe something, and when I believe something, I am that. So I'm out of that comes action. I'm gonna do. I'm going to walk through this town. I'm going to break a cycle. I'm going to start a new one. Come to my new identity, and then I'm going to have sight. I'm going to have whatever. I'm going to have whatever it is in your life, Debrief Reef. Woo! Man, this took kind of a turn, but I like it. All right, let's keep moving on. We're on verse 10 now. Listen, my son, accept what I say, and the years of your life will be many. I instruct you in the way of wisdom and lead you along straight paths. Which there's that word again, paths. When you walk, your steps will not be hampered. When you run, you will not stumble, which is amazing. Paths here actually translates into a well-trodden path or a well-trodden road. Meaning like, hey, I'm in West Virginia. There's a difference between a road and a four-wheeler path. And in between there's usually some gravel roads and stuff too. But a four-wheeler path, I ain't gonna want to walk that. But a road, I'm down to walk that. Even a gravel road, I'm down to walk over a four-wheeler path. Four-wheeler path is, in this case, what we're talking about here is, the evil path, the wrong way. So what he's saying here is literally, hey, if you do this stuff, you're going to have an easy path. I'm going to make it easy. Dude, he even takes it far enough to say, when you walk, your steps will not be hampered. Hampered kind of means like dampened down. Like if your steps were hampered, it would kind of be like you're walking through molasses. Like it's hard, it's difficult, it's tiring. And then he takes it even further and says, when you run, you will not stumble. Which is kind of, I feel like, dude, and this is like, I haven't even gotten this until I started reading it with y'all. But look, like, hey, if y'all are getting anything, like, put a 1 in the chat. If y'all are liking this, please subscribe, please. I'm trying to, I ain't trying to preach at y'all. I ain't really trying to teach. I'm just learning with y'all. And it's actually been a lot of fun. So anyways, but it says we're talking about the I instruct you, when you walk, your steps will not be hampered. When you run, you will not stumble. Which is up here. He said something about get wisdom, get understanding. Do not forget my words or turn away from them. Do not forsake them. Beginning wisdom. I can't remember where it's at in this chapter, but I know it's in here where he was talking about like the more that you chase after me, the more that I'll come for you. It's saying, lift up wisdom and I'll do the same for you. Hold on to her tightly and she will bless you. Oh, that's it. So verse 7 through 9, the beginning of wisdom is this: get wisdom, though it all cost. Cherish her and she will exalt you. Embrace her and she will honor you. That's verse 8, which translates into lift wisdom up and it will do the same for you. Hold on to her tightly and she will bless you, which is another way that this is being said down here. When you walk, your steps will not be hampered. So like when you're walking, you're not putting in as much effort as when you're running. Okay. And so when you're walking, hey, it's not going to be difficult, you know? But hey, if you run after me, you ain't even going to stumble. That's hard. That's a bar. Verse 13, hold on to instruction. Do not let it go. Guard it well, for it is your life. Do not set foot on the path of the wicked or walk in the way of evildoers. Which I did have a little note there because I just felt like it was like uh, kind of repeating the same thing in this verse. Do not set foot on the path of the wicked or walk in the way of evildoers, which is like kind of saying the same thing. But one is like, don't even. So when I looked into it, what it translates into is don't intermingle with bad people. Just because you see someone successful doesn't mean you should duplicate or take their advice. Just because you see someone that has a lot of money, just because you see someone that has a lot of possessions, or on social media, a good relationship and an awesome life, doesn't mean you should take their advice. You know, which there's a really good way to know if someone's advice is worth taking. It's called the fruits, which I can't name them all, but that is a great standard to say I should listen to this dude or I should not. It's I know some of them are like kindness, patience, happiness. I'm sure giving is in there, but your boy don't know them all. But I know that's a pretty good standard. Anyways, verse 15. Avoid it. Do not travel on it. Turn from it and go on your way. For they cannot rest until they do evil. They are robbed of sleep till they make someone stumble. Dang! Dang! Y'all hear that? Bang! I just thought of the the guy in the NBA that anytime someone makes like a big game shot, he's always like bang. But anyways, it says, "For they cannot rest until they do evil. They are robbed of sleep till they make someone stumble." Misery loves company, you know? Misery loves company, dude. Verse 17, they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. They literally are satiated on this stuff, you know? And I've been there, dude. I have literally been drunk on violence, drunk on anger, you know? I've literally been there. For real. For real. Doesn't mean you're a terrible person for all of time. Doesn't mean that you're not loved. You know, that's something I do want to say. If you see yourself in some of these bad verses, some of these contexts of like what not to do, hey man, uh, it's okay. Even if you just did it while we were currently on the live stream, God still loves you. Yeah, for reals. He loves you in that. Verse 18, the path of the righteous is like the morning sun, shining ever brighter till the full light of day. But the way of the wicked is like deep darkness. They do not know what makes them stumble. Which is, he's saying up here, hey, if you do it my way, when you walk, your steps will not be hampered. When you run, you will not stumble. But if you don't, hey, you won't even know what makes you stumble. You won't even know. All right, then now we're getting into kind of the thick of it. This is the stuff. These are the verses right here that your boy really, 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 I mean, for reals, gave me some like, woo! Anyway, so I'm going to read the rest of the chapter because it's verse 20 through 27, really 25. Verse 25 is really where it's like, boom! Like, and I'll even explain how it like happened to me. But anyways, let's go. Verse 20, my son, pay attention to what I say. Turn your ear to my words. Do not let them out of your sight. Keep them within your heart. For they are life to those who find them and health to one's whole body. Above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. Keep your mouth free of perversity. Keep corrupt talk far from your lips. Let your gaze look straight ahead. Fix your gaze directly before you. Give careful thought to the paths for your feet and be steadfast in all your ways. Do not turn to the right or the left. Keep your foot from evil. That's the rest of the chapter 20 through 27. That's what we just read. Okay. I'm going to reiterate on verse 25 right now. Let your eyes look straight ahead. Fix your gaze directly before you, which is kind of like verse 14 for me. I was like, you're saying the same thing. Why are you saying the same thing? I feel like this is important. It's literally where the conclusion I got to, and that's why I studied it more. And honestly, probably something in my spirit stirred. Let your eyes look straight ahead. All right. Let your eyes look straight ahead. Fix your gaze directly before you. Fix your eyes. So let your eyes. All right. And I got notes here. Okay. 25. Look translates into scan. Or excuse me. I'm sorry. Look means in the King James version it says scan there, and it means to look intently. To look intently. Okay. Look straight ahead. Fix your gaze directly before you. Eyelids or gaze. Okay. So gaze is eyelids in King James version, and it means to cover. Okay. All right. So we know that let your eyes look straight ahead. Fix your gaze directly before you. Eyes is meaning to look intently. Gaze is meaning to cover. Okay. All right. I'm just taking y'all with me. I'm not trying to preach at you or teach at you. I'm just, look, I studied the Bible. I'm sharing what I got. If you guys get stuff, please put it down in the chat. Please, please, please. You know what I'm saying? Please. Please. Sir, please. All right. Essentially, this is saying scan what is in front of you and cover or protect and conceal, okay, what's straight. Filter what you allow into your mind is what I put as a question mark from verse 20 to 23, okay? All right, again, verse 25 is essentially saying scan what is in front of you and cover or protect and conceal what's straight, okay? All right. All right, here we go. And this is why I read verse 20 through 27, because from 20 to 23, it's pretty much reiterating the exact same thing that 25 saying. All this stuff is together, okay? This is the last kind of thing that Solomon is saying to his son, or, I mean, whether you want to look at it like that, or you can look at it like Jesus saying it to us, because really, Solomon got wisdom from Jesus and yada, yada, yada. There's duality in the Bible and crap like that. Okay. All right. So, so what does that even mean? To scan what is in front of you. Okay. Scan what is in front of you and cover, all right, what's straight. Okay. Let's get into it, baby. Let's get into it, baby. All right. So to scan what is in front of you, to look intently at what is in front of us, we're going to set our focus. We're putting our focus. And literally, I took notes on this. And when I was at work, I watched a video. And the video, because I took notes on it, still didn't really understand it. I was like, what the heck? I mean, I spent like some time on this verse, y'all, and didn't really feel like I got anywhere with it. And then went to work at lunchtime, watched a video. In the video, revealed some stuff to me. Boom. God moves. All right. Which is case in point. Case in point. The harder you go after it, the more I'll come after you. Okay. Anyways. Scan what is in front of you. Look intently at what is in front of you. To look intently at something like like in football, dude. Like if I'm always eye on the ball. Any sport, really. Always eye is on the ball. All right. So I'm intently looking at that mug. My focus is on that thing. You know what I'm saying? All right. Intently scan what is in front of you. Intently set your focus on what is in front of you. Not what's behind you, not what's beside you, what is in front of you. Okay. And cover what's straight. All right. I'm literally going to look up. I wish I could. I'm going to learn how to like share this with y'all. But I know y'all can still see me, but I'm going to look up what definition of straight is. Straight is a versatile term that broadly describes something continuing in one direction without bends or curves. All right. So saying cover what's straight, cover what doesn't falter. Okay. We're protecting here. Protect, conceal what your plan, your plan. Okay. All right. And this is where it really starts to make sense for me. The breakdown beforehand. Okay. That verse, I studied it, and those are the things I got. And then I watched a video. Okay. The video was about, like, I don't know, like the number one thing that you can do to, like, the number one cheat code you can have or whatever in life, or some crap like that. Okay. And it was talking about filtering what you allow into your mind. Okay. Filter what you allow into your mind. Now, I'm going to say that. I'm going to go back to verse 20 and read to the beginning of verse 24. We're going to stop at verse 24, or at the end of verse 23. However we're going to say it. My son, pay attention to what I say. Turn your ears to my words. My son, pay attention to what I say. Turn your ears to my words. Do not let them out of your sight. Do not let them out of your sight. Keep them within your heart. Okay? For they are life to those who find them, and health to one's whole body. Above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. Okay. Remember what I said. Filter what you allow into your mind. Okay. And that's essentially what 20 through 23 is saying. Hey, pay attention to what I say. Turn your ears to my words. Because to filter what you allow into your mind happens through music, happens through what you watch, happens through what you hear people say, happens to what you say about yourself, mind, happens to what you allow where your heart is. Okay. Okay. And that's what all this is saying here. It's right here. Literally all there. Is this making sense? Is this making sense, y'all? Type 1 if this is making sense, please. It'd be very beneficial to me. And I'd love it. I'd love it. God help me. My son, pay attention to what I say. Turn your ear to my words. Turn your ear to my words. Pay attention and turn your ear to my words. Like, don't just freaking pay attention and like, yeah, okay, yeah, I got what you're saying. When I was younger, my mom and dad would make sure that my ADHD bouncing off the wall self was looking at them directly in their eyes. And sometimes I'd even have like a glazed over look. Like I'd be like, yeah, but really wouldn't be there. Pay attention and turn your ear to my words. Do not let them out of your sight. Keep them within your heart. Do not let the words out of your sight. Verse 25, let your eyes look straight ahead. Fix your gaze directly before you. Back to verse 20. My son, pay attention to what I say. Turn your ear to my words. Do not let them out of your sight. Keep them within your heart. Not only are we supposed to filter what we allow into our body, whether it be through music, through other people's words, through our own words to ourselves, through what we read, through whatever we may consume in whatever different way, we're also supposed to protect the words that and which build us up. Fire. And that, my friends, is the end of verse 4 and the end of my notes with it. Look, I hope that was as beneficial as it was to me. Took a little bit of a different turn. I really appreciate y'all tuning in. And now, look at this. We're going to get into this. We're going to get into this now, baby. Woo! going to get into this. So this, all right, we're going to build a little bit of a Lego set. And I'm sorry, y'all. Look, I got y'all on freaking laundry baskets and stuff. I'm freaking, I'm bootstrapping the hell out of this live stream, y'all. I'm going to be honest. But hey, man, we're getting there, baby. We're getting there. Anyways, I just wanted to kind of build this Lego set and talk about a revelation I had. So just a little bit of context. It's a little bit built, and there's a reason to that. I was building this same set with my son this past week. I got a 4-year-old, and just trying to find, Lord help me, just trying to find some stuff to keep this dude entertained is really what it boils down to for me. Just trying to find some stuff to keep him entertained. And look, I'm gonna make y'all big screen now because I ain't got to look at notes. Ooh, look at y'all! Look at y'all! Anyways, but when I was building that, this kind of has a little bit of symbolism even to what I had revealed to me. But I want to talk about breaking generational curses. Okay, now I'm gonna put this mug to the side. We're gonna get out the little constructions, and I believe I'm already done. Actually, what I've been doing, y'all, which I'll show you, they actually have like a Lego app now. You scan this little barcode, and then you scan it with the app. All right, and it's loading. All right, here we go. And these are the constructions that I'm going to use. But and while I'm doing this, we'll talk about breaking generational curses, man. And look, I'd love for y'all to add some stuff. Is anything around it, like even if it's completely off topic or whatever, just say something in the chat. Good stuff. Thank you, Debrief. Thank you. You've really been a real one. You've really been a real one. You better subscribe. I'm watching like a hawk. All right. Let's pull up the constructions here. And look at this, man. Yo. All right, yeah. So literally, and it tells you like what bag you're on. So I'm on bag 3. I've done 2 bags. I think there's 6 bags in all for this entire thing. But who knows? By the end of it, we might sit here and talk the entire time. I don't know. I didn't really outline this very well. And really all I would have to do is just put some like talking points on it. But I'm trying to like get to where, I don't want her to feel like I'm preaching at y'all. Like this is just literally a hangout. Like we're just chilling, coming your way. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So we're going to get bag number 3. That's number 4. Man. Bag number 5. Bag number 6. All right. Bag number 3. Oh my gosh. Bruh. I hope I'm not having to build something with all these little individual, bro. Crazy work. Oh, okay. I'm just literally going to dump all these in this. It's going to be like the grass and the gravel. Well, that's much better. All right, yeah. All right, yeah. All right, we're good. All right, so I'm going to have to focus on dumping this in here before I bring up any point about breaking generational trauma. Because there's no way that I would be able to focus on all that. Just truthfully, there's just no way. All right. Oh my gosh, this is, there we go. That was almost catastrophic, y'all. All right, look at that. You'll see that? All right, and then it came with why separate them in two different bags? But look, I'm finding them everywhere. All right, let's put these in. They're falling on the floor. You got to lock in. Okay. Bro, I swear I heard one hit the floor. Oh my God. Yo, there's few things better than some crisp cold water. And just like a lot of it, you know? All right. So that was kind of anticlimactic. But look at the frog on it. You'll see the frog. You'll see the frog. My man said, so good. Yes. What's good? Actually, what's good? All right. Number 4. All right. So breaking generational trauma. What? So I'm going to explain kind of how that even came up. Like I said, I was building this Lego set with my 4-year-old. Okay. And look, I'm like ADHD, but like when I hyperfixate on something, I'm locked in, you know? And this, for some reason, dude, I am burning up. I'm gonna go turn the AC on. Just give me a second. Oh, yes. And you guys can't see it, but like right below me, there's a air vent. Mm. 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 You know? But anyways, like I get locked in on stuff when I hyperfixate, or I got ADHD. I may even be a little bit OCD even, but we just turned ours on too. Oh, AC? Yeah. Yeah. Shut up! Anyways. Oh no, I don't think I should have mixed those together. Regardless. With a 4-year-old trying to build a Lego set is like excruciating. Kind of like how I've been talking for the last like 3 minutes. It's been probably excruciating for you guys to have to listen to it all broken up. But when I'm doing that, I just really noticed, man, like I am. Look, I just found another one. I'm just like wanting to rip his head off his body because he's losing pieces. He's breaking the tree off. The frogs going on the frogs under the couch. You know what I mean? Like pieces are everywhere, and I'm like I'm holding on by a very thin thread at this point. And patience is not one of my strong suits at all, and it's something that I'm working on. All right, y'all. I need to find one of these, and then one of these, and then go like that with it. That was step 56. And um I just felt bad about it, you know. I felt guilty for not being as patient as I should be with them. And was kind of beating myself up about it. And I recently got back into therapy, mental therapy. I got to make sure I'm doing this right, y'all. All right. Step 57. That's what I'm watching right here. It'd be cool if I could have it up on the screen for y'all to follow along. Step 56. For real though. There's like probably 100 steps in this mug. We're a far cry away from finishing this Lego set. I'm pretty sure. So maybe this is gonna be like maybe a 2 or 3 stream thing. But anyways, I I was feeling bad, for um not being patient with them. And in my therapy session, I brought that up a little bit. I grew up in kind of a um, not an ideal situation. Had a lot of traumatic experiences. Don't really remember a lot of my childhood. Had abuse, probably well, physical abuse, and like I guess you would say mental abuse, probably like emotional abuse. I don't know. Like I haven't really ever talked to a therapist like deeply about it. Um, I can guarantee you I've had physical abuse, and I would say like emotional too, because um, just like never really felt like I had like my person. Like I never really had a person. You know what I'm saying? That I could like other than God, that I could like run to. You know what I'm saying? So, uh, we're talking about that, and she's kind of giving me the business. My therapist is about like just being more patient. Step 59. Step 60. All right, now we've got to orient. Be calm. Be calm. Calm down. Brady has turned this the wrong way. You see what I mean? Legos are falling down. See, there's that patient stuff. Hold on, let me. We're good. We're good. We're good. Don't worry. Hold on, I lost the piece that I had just built. Where'd it go? Physical often guarantees other forms of abuse. Sorry, you went through it. Hey, better for it. I can serve people at a higher level that others can't. And the Lego building would be an awesome series. Hey, that's what I've been thinking too. Thank you for that. That validated me so much to like an intrinsic level, honestly. I thought it'd be cool if I could like really lock in and focus and build this mug. Like the struggle is gonna come in for me, um, like building it while I'm doing it. You may need to record when you get to step 67. Your son will go crazy. Yeah, you're you're right. 6, 7. I don't get it. I don't understand what's going on with that. But anyways, with the oh dude, it's so neat. So like it's covering, you see the frog, and then it covers. Come on, dude. You see that little frog right there? I low key unintentionally just now licked that. It's kind of gross. Um, but we were talking about, hey, um, talking about like what went on in my childhood, why I felt the way I did, why I may be struggling with um, patience and everything. And that's like one of the top things I want to work on because I think, or not think, I'm almost positive it would help a lot. If I solved that problem, it would solve a lot of other ones. Like I'm not patient when it comes to goals I'm trying to get after, or patient with my son, or even really patient with myself. And it's kind of like a perfectionism thing. But all these kind of stems from like trauma and it's generational. Like it's was passed on to my dad, the abuse and everything. He passed it on to me. and like I'm having to be really diligent. Like I have never and will never lay my hands on anyone I love. But like patience, woo! Like that's asking a lot. You know what I mean? Like I'm just gonna be real with you, and I don't like. I want to set him up as good as I possibly can. My son. So I'm trying to find that baseline, a new baseline, give him a new baseline than I had, and that's what we're focusing on right now. I started the therapy because like not really doing well relationally, like romantically, I guess you could say, and just kind of keep finding myself in the same relationship. So like not ideal, you know. And but we talked a lot about the patience stuff because of this Lego building that I had. And all right, we need one of these. I um she gave me advice. She was, you're doing it and I'm proud of you. Thank you. Um I love you for real though. Love you, DBJ. Um she gave me the advice. It was like some acronym. It was like stop, you know. And which actually did help me quite a bit with the 4 year old this past week. 4 year olds are, I mean, I don't know if you know this, it might be hard to believe. They're like selfish and like really annoying, you know. Love my boy to death, but it is the truth. Um, I uh, use that acronym now. I can't remember exactly what it stands for, but it's essentially like when you find yourself um like about ready to, because I'm on ADHD meds, which yo, if you guys struggle with ADHD, it's not just that you're like a goofball and like class clown, which is what I thought it was. Like actually the impulse control is with like anger and stuff too. So like I got on meds, drastically improved like that side of my life a lot. And now we're kind of taking it to another level with like actually learning, actually getting tools. That's why I told her, I was like, I don't even know what the tool is. Like I don't even have the tool to like be patient. Like whenever I get there, it's, and maybe you guys relate to it. Like whenever I'm feeling like overwhelmed or something, to where like my kid's annoying me or I'm not being patient with, even with work. Like I work in construction. I might fucking blow up on a damn nail that won't go in the wall right. Or like I'm an electrician, like two wires won't splice together right. And I'm about to lose my mind, you know? And if I don't let that out in the way that I've always known, which is like, I'm going to rage out a little bit. Um, like I don't like it honestly to a certain degree feels good until like I get the mental rebound of like hating that I did that, and then it's like um I feel bad about it obviously, but it feels good getting it out, and that's why I told her, I was like, I need a tool because when I don't get it out, like I don't know, like it's still there, like there's still like energy, like in anxious anxiety, whatever you want to call it, like there's still something in my chest, like it's like I tighten up. So all right, I need to find this piece here, and that goes here on this side, and then this one goes that way. All right, that was step 61 through 64, building that. Now so stop was the acronym, right? Now it's pretty much like step back. Okay, stop, like step back. All right. So, let me think if I can think of a situation. Honestly, there was a lot of situations. Like I did, like out of 1 out of 10, 10 being great. Like I probably gave it like a 7. Like I did pretty good with patience and stuff with my, at least with my son. Even at work, like at work, I'm probably running at like a 9. For real though, the past week. Um, but you step back, and then that's T. So T is like think about like think through what's going on. You know, like why are you feeling that? And that's also like observe. And I might have this wrong, but I'm general consensus. Observe like what's going on in your body, like why this stuff's why you're feeling this way about the situation. What would be a good thing to do instead of that? And then P's like proceed. Okay, so it's like take a step back. You know, take a step back away from the situation and think about what's going on. Like, hey, why am I feeling like this? You know, and we may even be able to take it a little bit deeper. Like, why am I so? Why is my natural proclivity to rage out? You know, and that takes a certain level of self awareness. And if I hadn't reached that, I wouldn't have even gotten to that point with my therapist, which is freaking awesome. But then, like in the moment, it's like, hey, why am I feeling like this? Is there a way around it? You know, like, is this the right response? Like, is screaming at my child the right response to him saying my name 3 times in a row and tapping on me? And because I'm doing something else, I'm trying to focus on doing that. And like, I won't tell him, like, hey, give me a second. Instead, I just sit there and continue to let him say my name and tap on me, you know, and it's just building up inside me. And then I just blow up on him. Like, that would be, I wouldn't say a norm, but that would be something that would occasionally happen, you know? And I don't even want it to like occasionally happen. So uh that's what I would do. I would stop, you know, like, Brady, give me a second. And then I would just like literally step back, like maybe separate myself from him and you know, observe and do all that, do all the shit that I just said, okay? um oh god. I hope this is making sense, y'all. I hope it is. I hope it is. All right. Oh man. Um. All right. So we need to orient it like this, and we need to go. Oh. Oh boy. I don't think this is right, y'all. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Excited for you. You're gonna get there. You're chasing wisdom, and she's chasing you right back. Hey, I see what you did there, and I like it. I don't only see what you did there. I love it. Thank you, though. I appreciate it. I think I messed up on this Lego set right quick. I'm gonna have to all right, so it needs to be facing this way, okay? And then if it's facing this way, then that's facing that way. Yeah. Okay, yeah. All right, yeah. I had it right. I knew the whole time. I knew the whole time. And then this goes like that. Okay. That was almost like catastrophic. Whew! But anyways, yeah, that's like I guess a lesson that I learned and like about breaking some of my uh, uh, generational trauma or generational habits. Look, also I kind of want to talk about like, man, why is it important? You know, why is it even important that I do it? And why, like, what do you do when it's not easy? Because those are a couple things I struggle with. Well, I don't really struggle with the first one. The first one is why even do it? Why does it even matter that I work on myself? Like, why can't like I got good enough. Like, look where I'm at. You know, why do I have to be better for somebody else? And honestly, like I never really found myself in that mentality a lot in my life, but I have. And I think the biggest reason, like, dude, why? would you not want to, especially with your family, like pass on something better, you know? Like, and I don't, in the Bible, it kind of says, I'm not good at verbatim quoting, but it says something like, a wise man leaves an inheritance for his kids or something like that. And I don't think that means always like a wise man leaves his children millions of dollars. You know, an inheritance can be wisdom. An inheritance can be uh, kindness. Like you have patience, you have these things. And above all else, that's what I want to pass on to my son. Like I want to pass on wisdom. I want to pass on patience. I want to pass on kindness. I want to pass on a giving heart. I want to pass on all that stuff. And it's like the butterfly effect. The more that you can, uh, the more that you impact one thing, the more it changes the world. It's like a butterfly flap on one side of the earth ends up being like a tsunami on the other side. If that would have broke apart, I would have ended stream. I'm not even lying to you. Woo! We're good, baby. Oh man. Step 67. All right. I can't tell which way it's facing. I guess it doesn't really matter. All right. I can't really remember what I was saying. What was I saying, y'all? What was I saying? I don't even know, bro. I don't even know. All right. We're going to set this part over here. All right. We need 6 of these. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 of these. Yeah. And then 3 of these. Okay. Ooh, God. All right. So step 1, we're making 3 leaves right now, y'all. 3 freaking leaves, dude. Hey, what did y'all think of the thumbnail? Could y'all see the thumbnail? Why you were even bothering to change, leaving a lasting imprint generationally. Dude! Number 1. I don't care what I don't even care what the chat says. You're the number 1 fan. You're the number 1 fan. Thank you. Thank you for helping me. But yeah, it's I remember saying a little bit about why I bother change, but it leaves a lasting imprint, not just on the people that you love, but the people that they affect. If you change one person in your lifetime, that's really more than enough. Because, man, there's a guy named Ed Milet, and if you don't know him, he's written books. He's super big. Ed Milet, just Google him and he'll pop up. He's like an inspirational speaker and stuff like that. But his dad was like an alcoholic for like his whole life, and one day his dad came home, like there he like didn't even have a relationship with his dad, um just kind of like hated him, to be honest. And one day his dad came home and like everything changed. Like he was just sober, and he asked his dad like, are you gonna stay sober? And he was like, like, are you going to stay sober forever? And his dad would always be like, I don't know if I'll be able to stay sober forever, but I can stay sober for one more day. The reason all this is important is some guy that now Ed Milet did end up tracking him down, but that guy changed his dad's life, and it impacted his son so much that some guy talked to his dad and gave him advice, and he gave him that advice of just one more day, which I think Ed Milet literally wrote a book called Just One More Day or One More Day or something like that. Hey, don't quote me, but your boy is pretty good. But that impacted Ed Milet so much that someone could literally just say something to his dad that struggled with alcoholism his entire life, and his dad changed and never went back. His dad was sober the rest of his life. And Ed Milet has went on. He hasn't even died yet. He's changed hundreds of thousands of people, and his book's going to live on. So he's going to continue to change people even past his death. And that's the power of one person. And that is why breaking generational curses, breaking generational trauma is so important. And it is not easy at freaking all, dude. All right, we've got to lock in, y'all. We've got to lock in, okay? We're putting one right here. Another one right here. Okay. Another one right here. All right. All right, step 69. We're putting this. Yo, something has happened because my tree does not look nothing like this dude's. All I have is this one. Oh, okay. I've got to do this again. Well, I wish it would have told me that. The heck. All right, we've got to duplicate this. So I'm gonna have to watch it. But why is it so important to like break the generation curses? We already talked about that. And then I also wanted to say, like, at least not say, just like talk about why is it so freaking hard? And bro, what do you even do to get through that? And like, which is, I'm pretty excited about talking about this part. Let me find some of these pieces because, dude, they kind of did me dirtball by not telling me what time is it. Oh my god, it's 8:30. Yo, we done pretty good, man. 8:30. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Okay, and then put one of these things through this. Hold on, I gotta catch up. Gotta lock in. I know we're about to talk about. What are we about to talk about? Do y'all remember? I remember. Are y'all paying attention? Y'all paying attention? We're about to talk about why it's so hard to break generational curses and what to do to help get past those times easier. Right. And then this right here. Okay. All right. Ooh. And then 1, 2, 3. These here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope. 6. I'll put this down here so it doesn't fall. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I think I don't know. We literally are rewiring everything we've ever seen, heard, felt, have been told. I think that's why it's so hard. A reason at least. Jumping the gun. Oops. No, you ain't jumping the gun. Hey, no, you ain't jumping the gun. This is a conversation. And honestly, me and you are the only one having it, and I appreciate that. But that's 100% right. And I love that you said you're literally rewiring everything. You're literally rewiring your brain. You literally are. Which, what did we say in Proverbs? Pass. Okay. What does pass translate to into? One of the translations is um, habits, or it starts with a C. It's one of those words. It's like habits. Well, that's good enough. Habits are like routines, or like things that you do continually. And to break that, or to rewire that, you literally have to do what the therapist told me. Look, stop, take a step back, cycle. Yes, man, you're on top of it. Thank you. Cycle. Uh, that's literally what one of the translations in the Bible, pass, it translates into. You can get this app. I encourage you to get it. It's called eSword, like SWORD, eSword. You can get it on iPhone, Android, even your computer. And what it does is you can literally, like, it has the Bible, and then it has beside that, like, little numbers that you can click on. But anyways, you can see, like I was doing when I was reading the Bible study that we did today, you can see like what the original meaning of the word eyes was, and like what it was in Hebrew, and then what that Hebrew word means. And that's where I'm getting this stuff that I'm saying right now. Past, one of the translations, is literally cycle, pass, cycle, routines, habits. Which is crazy that like all this stuff's connecting right now. I love when that happens, but it is extremely hard to do that. Extremely hard to do it. Let me make sure I'm doing this the right way. Okay. That's honestly probably the hardest part, is like having to form a completely new cycle. Because for me, the only tool that I had was a hammer, and everything was a nail. Everything. Like, and that's why I was telling my therapist, like, look, dude, I don't even know what to do. Like when I'm feeling like this, like I don't even know like how to get this emotion out in a healthy way. I don't even know what the healthy way looks like. And I mean, what you got to do is literally what you're saying. You have to do it differently. What is the definition of insanity? It is doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting a different result. That's insanity. And yet that's what most of us do. That's what I did. I expected to have a different result and just continue doing the same thing. That's insane. So we have to do something different, but it's not easy at all to do something different. So what do we do? How do we? Now my debrief reef down here, I'm gonna call you DR. She's saying, I think that's why it's hard. A reason at least. All right, now what do we do? Now this isn't gonna make it easy to change, but it's at least gonna, well, give you support. And that is, hey, get a support system, get a group, get a community. And that is one of the big reasons why I created this live stream. For you guys that don't know, every Monday, 7 p.m., I'm going to be here, and it's only going to get more frequent. I'm trying to get into the groove of it. I'm literally doing this on laundry baskets right now. So I'm not trying to I've always been really bad about, I'm going to do it 100 mile an hour every single day. I'm going to stream every minute of the day. And then I end up burning out because it's got to be perfect. So I'm trying to get away from that, but it will end up being more. I guess I need to do that 3 times. Whatever. All right, let's put it here. Ooh, it's coming together. Look at that. Step 1, awareness, in my opinion. Cycles will never change if we are looping through them without awareness. You've made it through step 1. 100%. I've heard it said, I don't know the exact, it's like you're problem unaware, and then you're problem aware, and then you're solution unaware, and then you're solution aware. Right? Right? So it's like most people stay in this gap their entire life. The quickest step is usually from here to here. The hardest step is from here to here. Okay? So that where people are most blind is they don't even know that they have a problem. When you figure out you have a problem, you usually try and find out how to solve that pretty quick. That's usually pretty quick. And then doing that, solving that, that's why Jesus asked the blind man, hey, do you even want to be healed? Do you even want to be whole? Because a lot of people know exactly what to do, but they don't do it. You know exactly how to get out of debt. You know exactly why you're don't have money at the end of the month. You know exactly why you're not in the shape that you want to be in. But do you want it to change? Right? And that's why I'm saying, look, the number one advice I can give you is get in the right circle, get around the right people, get in a community. And honestly, like the next live stream, hopefully I have everything set up. I'm wanting to do like reaction videos and react to videos and stuff. I just want to create an environment where people can come in and, dude, we have fun, we chill out, we laugh at stuff, but also like we kind of develop and we grow as a group and we push each other to grow. Shoo, love that. Good connection. Yes, DBJ's gonna hit it. DBJ's hitting it. 1, unconsciously incompetent. I love this. DBJ is my dad, which might be like, whoa, to the people that are really paying attention. We're talking about trauma. Hey, God heals all. Me and my dad have a wonderful, wonderful relationship. And I thank God for that. 1, unconsciously incompetent. 2, consciously incompetent. He's going to put it out in the chat. Thank you, Dad. Thank you for that. Because that is what I was trying to say. I just kind of said it in more stupid English, I guess you could say. Consciously confident. I'm waiting for it because that's fire. But yeah, that's my number one advice I could give you for, hey, how can I make it easier to change? How can I make it easier to not be so fucked up and not pass along stuff that I really don't want to pass along? Ooh, let's make sure I'm building this right. So I've got it coming through here. I knew I shouldn't have put that on there. Ooh, that was dangerous. I had a typo, sorry. You good, man? Ain't no thing but a chicken wang. Dude, this has been my longest live stream yet. My longest live stream yet, dude. I've done good. Hey, man, definitely 1% better. And truthfully, that's all that matters. But again, I know it's been really long-winded, me saying it. Just get around the right people. Get in the right circles. Don't be afraid once you're in those circles to lean on your partner, to lean on your friend, to ask them for advice, because uh, if you're in the right circle, those are the people that truly care about you. You know, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, and then 1, 2. Woo! We're getting there, y'all. We're getting there. But yeah, that's what I love, man. Is That's something I've done pretty good about, or been good at in my life, is just searching out communities, and a lot of them have been online. Uh, I have been in some communities that have literally changed the trajectory of my life, and it's been entirely online. Literally, only a couple of days spent around some of the people, because the people were spread out over like the world. So, if you want help with breaking generational curses, the number one help that you can get is what? Well, we have it right there. Unconsciously incompetent. You need someone to show you your blind spots. You need someone to be that mirror to show you your blind spot. Because that's the longest step right there. People stay stupid. They stay doing things that are destructive to them, because they don't even know they're doing something that's destructive. So if you get help with that, I'd say that'd be pretty daggone beneficial. True, I've had to shrink my circle recently. I don't know why I had a seizure trying to read that. True, I've had to shrink my circle recently. Always ask myself, is this person helping me be who I'm striving to be? Simple, but I was surprised to see how many I had let in my circle who were and who weren't. Yeah. I'm like a person that's very, very like extroverted, but my circle is very small. I was actually talking about it with my dad literally just yesterday. Um, like I've searched out and I've gotten in a lot of communities, um, for the sole purpose of, man, I don't really have a lot of friends and stuff, at least where I'm at. I have a lot of acquaintances, you know. Um, Whew. All right, step 70. That was a long step, but look, grabbing my ankle, keeping me in the loop. Grabbing my ankle, keeping me in the loop. That's fire. Yeah, if you're around the wrong people, they will hold you back, because misery loves company, you know, and your family might even be doing that. You know, I've had to kind of take a step back from some family. Um, and look, the fact of the matter is, if you're not helping me grow, and if we're not growing, we're dying. There is no staying the same in life. This tree right here is either growing or it is dying. There's no maintaining whatsoever. That is a lie. Almost done, it looks like. Yeah, it is almost done. We're putting the leaves and stuff on it with this step, and then I think we've got to build this stand here. So I don't know if I'll do that part here on stream, but I'll probably do that with Brady or something. That seems like it might be. Brady's my son. Seems like that might be good enough for him to help me with, and seems like it might be something he can stay focused on. All right, so we've got 10. All right, I'm going to separate the leaves. We've got 33 leaf looking Legos. lock in, y'all. And then it says we've got 10 of these little. So we got 33 of these and 10 of these. What's up? What's up? We're building this Lego set. We talking about breaking generational curses, man. If y'all got anything to add, I see some other people, at least one other person in here. Hey, what up? What up? Now, it's just saying, like, hey, just throw them things on there. I guess you don't go in any particular order. You just kind of throw them on. So that's what I'm going to do. All right. Look at that. Oh. Doxed. I just doxed myself. All right. Oh, my gosh. I think I may only be able to do... this is like so intricate, you guys. You know what's crazy? Even this tree kind of symbolizes the breaking the curses, you know? Because this is a bonsai tree, and literally, here, let me get that down a little bit. You know, let me just keep sitting down. Whatever. With a bonsai tree, you literally manipulate where the limbs go, like a real one. And I mean, shoot, you actually, with trees and stuff, what do? You prune them. You cut off the dead leaves. You cut off the dead friendships and relationships in your life, so that way more energy can flow into the ones that are pouring into you. Isn't that crazy how it all just starts coming together? One leaf, one petal, one water droplet, one ray of sunshine at a time. That'll preach. You know it. You know it. I'm gonna be honest. Kind of excited to be done with this part, dude. It is like so intricate. What would you guys like to see as a topic? Because I think this is something I'm going to do like every live stream. I don't know, just kind of gives like a visual aid to it that people can watch. And heck, I mean, maybe like the more the community develops and everything, we pick the same daggone Lego set and build it at the same time, which would be dope. But you guys can at least help me pick out. It's like Karate Kid's Mr. Miyagi. Yeah. I don't know why that tickled me. Anyways, let me get to the point. What is a topic you guys would like to talk about next Monday? Same time, same day, a week from now. What's a topic you guys would like to talk about? And I'll do my due diligence and like pick a once I have the topic, I'll do what's called a beat sheet. I won't like do an outline and I'll still riff and go off the top of my noggin, but I'll have like a little beat sheet that I can kind of keep me on track and hit some points that I think would be good to talk about throughout the thing. And still at the same time, you guys can add and give your parts to it. But you guys got anything that you guys would like to talk about? You guys would like to maybe think about a little bit more? Have a mirror, have somebody kind of point out maybe a blind spot or two in your life in a certain area. Because I know for me, buddy, I love when well, I don't always love when someone points out where I'm slipping up, but when I get out of my feelings and I realize how, number one, um, brave someone has to be to bring that to you, but also uh, how much time that saves me. We about broke it. Like it's always just been real beneficial to me for to have someone kind of, hey, uh, what you're going through, what you're doing right here, you kind of need to work on. But we finished it. At least, what's the next part? Oh, so the next bag. So I'll show you. Um, there's also leaves that you can make look like this for like I guess different season. That's in bag 5, and bag 6 is the stand. So we literally just finished the entire thing, dude. What do y'all think? Look, that's dope, dude. Now it's just keeping my kid from destroying it. I like the general idea of self improvement. It's tough being told what needs strengthened or where we're lacking. Okay. I do too. I generally love self improvement stuff. Um, I mean, that's pretty much been this entire stream, is self improvement, whether through faith, improving in faith, or improving in the generational curses part. So I'm right there with you. Like I said, next stream, hopefully, I have it set up to where I can kind of do like a reaction. Like I'd like to have like it be my picture like down in the corner over top of a video. I watch the video, give kind of commentary on it, and you guys kind of do the same. Just because like I don't want it to always be I don't want you guys to feel like I'm preaching at you. I want it to feel like a conversation, you know, um, between us, like this is a community. I'm not the freaking ruler of this, like it's all of us. But that's part of finding our circle. That's who we need to be around. 100%. Maybe, you know what? I think you, my friend, just picked the topic. Would you guys like the topic of how to how to get in the right circle, or I think you're on a great track. I didn't feel preached at all. Gave me a good combo that I don't always get. Well, thank you. I really hope you followed because you've been like my dad's been in here the whole time, but that's my dad. My dad's kind of like gotta be here. You get what I'm saying? Thank you so much for sticking with me this whole time and like talking back and forth with me. You actually brought out some diamonds in this stream, I think, and took me in some directions that I didn't think I was going to go. So I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Um, and like I said, I think you kind of picked the topic for next time. I'm going to have to get a different Lego set, but we'll build a Lego set. And what about we talk about like how to find that circle that because a lot of us might be in the limbo of and actually I've been there for a really long time. Finding that in person, I think is really hard, especially depending on where you live. But we live in a social media world. Like finding that circle, that leveled up circle. I don't want people to stay in the in between of getting away from the old circle, cutting that off, and getting to the new circle of the people that you want to be around, the people that are going to build you up and help you out and speak life into you. I think that'd be a good topic for the next one is like, I don't really know how to word it right, but like how to find and get into um, a better circle, like how to level up your circle type deal would be like the topic, how to level up your circle and like everything that might go under that, like all the subtopics and everything. What do you think? I think that's a fire topic idea. And that's all thanks to you. DR. I'm gonna call you Reef, actually. I think that's fire, dude. Reef. Yeah, Reef. I think that's it. Great topic. Create the circle. And 100%, like I'm just gonna tell you right now, like a part of that video is gonna be, hey, if you want a circle that's gonna push you forward in this, that, the third, like follow this channel because at least once a week we're gonna be here and it's only gonna get more. I'm gonna do like I eventually want to get to where the majority of the week I'm going live and we have kind of recurring segments like building a Lego and kind of talking about some self-improvement topic and doing a Bible study 100% every single time. And then also want to do like reaction content. That way we can kind of like take a step back and like not like I would like to react to like self-improvement stuff videos, but I'd also like to react to like I seen some like video about like bears. I've been creating a playlist, but I'd like to react to just everything. I just want to create a community where people can laugh, think, and grow. That's actually in the description of my YouTube channel. But this is a place where we laugh together, we think about stuff, and we grow together. And I think more that's needed in the world. So that being said, that's what we're going to talk about next video. Thank you so much, Reef. Sounds good. I struggle letting people I love go when I need to, but don't want to. I'll try to tune in for sure. 100%. Hey, no pressure, whether you're here or not. The live streams are up after I post them anyway. So if you can't make it live, that's cool. I like shame on you for not making it live, but you'll be able to watch the live stream. It'll be posted as like a separate video on my channel. Like this one will be. I don't know if it happens immediately or not, but anyways, that being said, thank you guys for tuning in. This was awesome. Like this was awesome, dude. I think we killed it. Reef, you gave some fire points, and Dad, there's some stuff you got to work on. We're gonna have a talk. There's some areas that I feel like you really could have added a little bit more, but what can I do? I'm kidding. Thank you for tuning in. I love you guys. Thanks for your time. God bless. Have a good night. You too. I'll see y'all on the next one, Monday at 7. Be there or be square.